We'll get back to your music shortly, but first, did you know that prescription prices are different at different pharmacies? You could literally drive across the street and get a different price. That's crazy. But with GoodRx, you can instantly compare prices at every pharmacy in your neighborhood and save up to 80%. You're probably thinking there's a catch, right? Nope. It's 100% free and can save you money whether you have insurance or not. In fact, it can often beat your copay. Download the GoodRx app today and start saving. GoodRx is not insurance.
So this is one of those tough interview questions designed to make you worry, confess, blank, freak you out. And it's really easy to do. So here's the question. Ready? Tell me about a time in the last week where you felt energized, productive, satisfied. I prefer excited because that's really the key to this. Excited at work. And what were you doing? Great question, because what they're going to do is see if you're just another drone. If you're so dead inside that you can't put anything in front of them. Now, there's two, actually, depending upon your level of experience, sorry, I've got my hands confused there. Depending upon your level of experience, you should be talking about different things. And then I've got the third answer. So if you're relatively senior in an organization, you might talk about, coaching someone on your team and seeing the light go on upstairs as they got a particular idea and how exciting that was for you. You might talk about a moment in the last week where your team just came together in a purposeful way and really left the meeting excited. And you can joke and say, how many times do you think that happens? So that was a great moment for me to see the team pull together, not be, I don't want to say cross purposes, but all come together and go out and start working together well on this new thing we were working on, or on fixing a problem that existed, or whatever it was. If you're a staff level individual, I'm going to get to some details in a second. If you're a staff level individual, you talk about getting so immersed in something. Maybe you were working with someone else. Maybe you were working by yourself. And you got so engrossed in something that time just disappeared. And you finished up the problem, you realized it was 7:00 and you've been at your desk all day. You got so engrossed in this issue and making sure that it was done well. You get where I'm going with that. Now, another option is to say, and that's the problem. If you ask me about something I've been excited about in the last week, yeah, there's some personal things, there's some small details, but overall, I'm looking for a challenge that I can really, attack. I've been working on this project now for 5 years. There's nothing new there. And that's why I'm looking at something else. Now, in answering the question, think in terms of a story. And the format for a story that I teach is using the acronym SOAR. I know STAR has a big advocacy for it, but that stands for situation or task, the action that you took, result. I prefer SOAR, which is slightly different. Situation, objective, action, result. So the situation I was in was such and such. And thus, the objective that I had was this. The action that I took was such, and then the result was this. And you can use that acronym SOAR, S-O-A-R, in answering this question as well, in talking about how you really got together with, I'll deal with the senior manager, got together with this one individual who just looked like they were frustrated. And you noticed it over the last few days. You didn't want it to fester where you could lose their best effort. So what you decided to do is to sit down with them and have a heart-to-heart with them. So you met with them, talked with them for about 20 minutes, understood that they were withholding something about their personal life that was frustrating, and the result was that they felt cared for. You could see the energy come back into their face, that sort of an answer works very well. And whether you're a staff individual or, the frustrated employee, use this acronym, SOAR, Situation, Objective, Action, Result, in framing your answer to a question like that.
So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few more ways to get information and advice from me. First of all, there's my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I have more than 8,000 blog posts there that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find your next job. In addition, if you're interested in my coaching you, at the site there's a button there that says schedule. Schedule time for a free discovery call, schedule yourself in for coaching, interview preparation coaching, salary negotiation advice, coaching related to hiring more effectively, managing and leading, helping you to be a better executive in your organization, and overall being a better employee of your firm. If you have questions for me, you can ask them at Wizio.com/The Big Game Hunter. That's WISIO.com/The Big Game Hunter. The price at Wizio is less than 1/3 of what I'm charging at my website. And I'm doing this because I want to benefit my subscribers here and on YouTube, and only you're going to know about it. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at LinkedIn.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you watched or listened to my content. I like knowing I'm helping folks. Once we're connected, it's nice to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you from time to time about how I'm helping. You can also watch me on TV. Did you know that? If you have a Fire TV or a Fire Stick, download the JobSearch TV app for Apple TV, Roku, Sony, Samsung, like 90 different TV platforms. You can watch me on either Zingo TV or BingeNetworks.tv. On YouTube, subscribe at JobSearch.TV.com and have access to thousands of videos I've created. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Be great!
Haverty's Furniture is here to help you get set for the season with up to $1,000 off. So you can set the stage with style and set the bar more beautifully. So why not settle in together on a new sofa? Because being at home doesn't mean having to settle for less. Even though the holidays feel a little different this year, Haverty's Furniture can help you create the perfect holiday setting with up to $1,000 off plus 0% interest.
Just in time for the holidays, fill your home and your season for less at HomeDepot.com. With up to 40% off a wide assortment of select bedding and bath linens. Update your bed or bath online, right from the comfort of your own cozy couch. Even get free delivery and flexible returns. How's that for holiday cheer? Up to 40% off holiday home decor improved from HomeDepot.com. How doers get more done. Online only. Free delivery on select items $45 or more. Visit HomeDepot.com for more information.